Long time no see. Welcome back, everybody. It's Saturday Night Nerds live streaming podcast, and this is season 3, episode 7.
Yeah,
I got my boy Emperor Will with me and Slushhead Tommy. Cameron
yeah.
couldn't make it today, but it's good seeing you boys again.
Oh yeah, good seeing you.
Yes,
Oh yeah, it's
sir.
good to be here, man.
We do have like a whole bunch of new members that we probably haven't spoken to in a while. Anybody that's tuning in for the very first time watching this show, this is our main podcast, Saturday Night Nerds live streaming podcast. You can find it on our YouTube channel under Saturday Night Nerds Network. And if you join the group, you can also catch the live streams from there as well. And I think we're going live to Twitch right now too.
Let me
Um,
check.
Let me see.
Yeah, we live on Twitch.
Yes. Does anybody know if is this Kampachi that's in the chat?
Uh,
Uh, oh,
Yeah.
so tonight we just talk. We're like introducing a new segment. It's called Slush Heads Collects. It's
that's
named
Darnell.
after. Oh, that's Darnell.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, Darnell. If you missed what we were talking about earlier, we were just talking about like this is the main podcast for our Facebook group. We go live like one Saturday a month. The time varies, so we usually have announcements that we pin up to the top at our feature section, and we'll let you know all the details, like what we talk about in the show, what time, and who's all hosting it. And then we on season 3 right now, so this like 3 years worth of podcasting, and all of our stuff is on YouTube. That goes way back, but other than that, like tonight, we're finally introducing some new segments. Cameron couldn't make it, so we'll probably mix in like SNN News with like Slushhead Collects, and then once we're done with that
Yeah.
segment, we'll talk about anime and everything that's been going on for the month of July and what's probably going to happen going forward.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and we may get some help. We'll just have to we'll have to see.
We
I'm
just
gonna
going
reach
with
out.
it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna reach out to like Danny or Kim Pachi and see if they want to hop in and spaz out over anime too.
Right
But
on.
to everybody that's in the comment section right now, you guys have made it just in time to hear the theme song. So without further ado, we're gonna get this show rolling.
Is the best thing what? Exactly.
All right, we back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of Saturday Night Nerds live streaming podcast. It's your host, Deontay the Giant. We got Slushhead Tommy and Emperor Will in the building with me tonight.
Here we go.
Yes, sir. I didn't even make a banner for this, so I'm I'm gonna make a banner. About your comics book. Like, so if you want to let people know real quick about any sales you're trying to make, then
Oh yeah, I'm in the process of selling off a good portion of my collection. Things happened in my life that kind of changed the direction of what I was doing. So I'm in the process of trying to liquidate some stuff and get it out there. And you can contact me through my Instagram on Slushhead Collects. or you can come meet me down at the comic strip down at 821 Broadway, Suite D in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. So
Yes, sir. That's my
yeah,
go-to shop. And then
yeah,
as far as like all the things you have left over that you need to sell, what do you have like specifically?
we got. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a near complete Sandman collection. Uh, I got a couple omnibus and absolutes down there. I got quite a lot of Daredevil. There's a lot of Daredevil keys that are in there. I still have all the Miller stuff that I had. Um, there's a lot of Aquaman, Silver Age Aquaman. There's a lot of Silver Age books that are down there that I'm planning on selling. I got a couple of sets, so I'm talking like a Blackest Night, Brightest Day set. There's also I'm selling my Spawn stuff that was
Yeah.
from when they started the Spawn universe stuff back a couple years ago. So everything from Spawn 318 up, and then of course the Gunslinger Spawn, Scorched, and King Spawn. So those are just a few of the things that are going to be on sale. And then you're gonna catch me at the Cape Con as well.
Absolutely. Man, I'm definitely eyeballing that Spawn and Sandman collection you got. But
Oh yeah, man, it's all for sale, brother.
yes, sir.
Oh man, I love some Spawn.
Absolutely, man. And it's like
Bro.
first come, first serve right now. So whoever gets the Thomas first, uh,
Oh,
you'll be able to get a sweet collection of comics.
oh yeah, man. And I think I got something for everybody down there. And of course, the shop is filled with everything. So if you want to come down to the comic strip and come support your local comic store, like we always welcome people down there.
Absolutely. Just a shout out to Andy. He's the owner down there and coolest dude you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah,
So absolutely. It's always a good time up in that shop.
oh yeah, man.
Let's see.
Get to talk comics all day.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Man,
see.
that's always a blessing for like
Oh,
us nerds.
Yeah, it's the one place you know you can go and find another
Oh
nerd.
yeah,
oh
Hmm.
just to just to get together and talk about the things we love, man. Like almost more than anything, bro.
Absolutely.
oh, for sure, man.
Shoot.
Let's see. So without further ado, we can jump right into Slush Head Collects.
All right. Like
Let's go.
And
I've been
yeah,
excited to do this for a while, is to do this, but I mean, you can check my Instagram. I try to post on there every once in a while on what I've been picking up, and whether it's new books or old books, I like to post it up on there. But I like to start off though with discussing what's been happening currently right now, and then
yeah,
I'll go into what's been happening with San Diego Comic Con, because of course Comic Con is happening this week. So there's been a lot of announcements that have been happening, but currently in the comic book world, we're seeing things happen in DC. There's this huge event that's been occurring right now called the Night Terrors, and it's kind of taken over all of DC. It's every kind of ongoing book was kind of put on hold so that we could get these 2 issue like little mini series that are all going to be this big tie-in event for Night Terrors, where we're seeing a lot of the horror characters really come out. So I've been seeing a lot of like Dead Man and the Spectre, and seeing like those horror characters really pop out again. And it's been a while since we've last seen them, because the New 52 I know is the last like big kind of thing that we saw like the Phantom Stranger in, and we saw Dead Man show up, because of course we had Justice League Dark, and then Justice League Dark was going on up until this Dawn of the DC stuff, and it ended quite a while before the Dawn of the DC stuff happened. But we're right now in the dawn of DC. This whole big thing that DC Comics has decided to do, where they're revamping everything and kind of taking off from the heels of Dark Crisis. So everything's starting to get new number ones. Like we just got the Hawk Girl number 1 in recently. Uh, there's also the Flash number 1 to be looking forward to, because it's going to be focused on Wally West, because in post Dark Crisis we now have Nightwing being a major player, we have Wally West being a major player. We're seeing all the Titans kind of come up and be these major players, like key players in what's happening in the universe as a whole with DC. And then on the opposite end we have Marvel Comics, and of course, Marvel's got the X-Men event. Uh, the Fall of X is currently happening. We're just now in the beginning stages. Things are coming to a close for the Krakoan Age that started way back when Jonathan Hickman jumped on with House of X, Powers of X. So now that we're seeing that kind of come to an end, it's exciting to see what we're going to see moving forward. But it's kind of sad to see that this Krakoan Age is coming to an end. Uh, we also have, of course, Spider-Man's always happening. Spider-Man
Always.
always has an event. There's always things going on. I know there's been a lot of talks with like Spider-Boy, and he's become like a key player in what's been happening in the Mark Bagley Spider-Man story. But it's pretty interesting to see what we have all going on. And of course, Danny Ketch is back, Ghost
Yeah.
Rider. Because for a while there we were getting Johnny Blaze story, so now it's exciting to see another Ghost Rider come back into the mix.
Right.
And we're also getting these a lot of weird things are happening because of the movies now too. I was like, something I'm not particular on. We're seeing Miss Marvel now as being a mutant. They're considering her a mutant moving forward, because with the Fall of X happening, they're introducing her, like, because spoiler alert, I don't want anyone to have it ruined for them, but
Peace. Rest in
recently
peace.
Miss Marvel did die in the comics,
Yeah.
and with Krakoa's ability to resurrect mutants, they're resurrecting Miss Marvel as a mutant instead of being an Inhuman. So I wasn't particularly fond of them announcing that, but it is something that we're going to see moving forward, and I think that's a direct correlation with the TV show that happened, because they're considering her the first mutant in there.
Yeah. It's like, dang, man, it's
That's
just
crazy.
these changes. I don't know how drastic it's going to be in going forward to the future of Marvel, but
All right. I
Oh, yeah.
don't know,
man,
man. I'm not very particular on the changes. Like, man, like I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, man.
yeah, 'cause there's some things from the movies like you can definitely keep and bring over to the comics, but it's
Right.
I Miss Marvel a mutant. I don't know if you can take that from TV and succeed with that. I'll just have to wait and
Yeah.
see.
I think they changed Franklin Richards' origin too. Ain't he a mutant now? Or something like that.
Uh,
I think that was always. It may not have been implied when he first was introduced, but as
Yeah.
time has passed, we've kind of considered almost anyone born with powers as being a mutant. So that's why Franklin Richards falls under that category, is because he was born with those powers. But his parents
Huh.
were not mutants, because we know that they were hit with the gamma rays, and or not the gamma rays, the solar rays.
Okay, so
yeah.
I
Okay.
think I kind of get it from like a scientific perspective. Like, you, if you're like, I guess hit with something like, say you didn't have powers at first, or wasn't born with it, you couldn't really be considered a mutant because your genes didn't really mutate or something. But if you're born a mutant, is because maybe your genes mutated.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think what it is that people that are mutants are born with the X gene, and the X gene
right.
is what we use to classify them as mutants. So I think that Franklin was born with the X gene, but I think that he was implied to be a mutant just because he was born with the powers.
Um.
It's not something. It's not like how it happened to his parents, where they were affected by an outside force, and that's what gave them their powers. No, with Franklin, he was born with them. So the fact
Yeah,
that he was born with them is what makes him
makes
classified as.
them okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, real quick shout out to Kimberly and Mac for being in the comments. We shout out to everybody over at That Feeling Podcast Network. They come through, show us some love. We just got through I just got through watching some No Gimmicks and playing catch up on all the new episodes that they had going on over there. And then on Fridays they have a new Smoke Pit episode as well. It usually drops on YouTube by like the following Monday. So if you like talking that trash, and we got a couple brackets that they usually cover over there. Uh, and you can pretty much stay up to date on the latest in pop culture with
Right.
that podcast as well. So shout out to Kelvin as well.
Oh yeah.
And Kimberly has the patio that's over on the same network as well. So y'all go check out the patio, listen to the boss lady talk her trash, and she usually has a special guest. So shout out to Kimberly and her podcast over there as well.
Yeah, show them some love, man.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Uh, oh, dude, I think. Oh snaps!
You all
They
good?
freeze. I think Deontay froze.
Yeah, I think he did. Oh man.
Shoot.
Oh. Well, I
Well,
guess if
okay.
he's pro, would you look? I can start talking about that Comic Con stuff if you'd like me
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean, we got San Diego Comic Con happening right now, of course. So there's been a lot of big announcements
Mhm.
for the comic book world, not really for the movies, for Hollywood, because of course we got the writer strike and we have the actor strike that's happening right now. So because of those, we're not seeing very much happen with the movies and with the TV shows currently, except for maybe two really big announcements. Well, I got a couple of big announcements. One of them being Invincible season 2. We're finally
Yeah.
getting a release date. It's going to be on November 2nd, and they've released a trailer for it. It's just a teaser trailer, though. It's not like a really big, flashy
Like
one.
the
It's not really,
official. Yeah.
yeah, it's not really showing us a lot of what we're expecting to see in the second season.
Yeah.
But since it's been quite a while, it's been over a year since we got the first season. It's exciting to
Hmm.
see it finally come back, and I believe it's going to be another 10 episodes like the first season. But there is supposed to be, I think they announced there's supposed to be a surprise episode happening tonight that
Tonight. Yeah.
is supposed to be like an origin for Adam Eve,
Right. Yeah.
and I want to say that that's happening at like 10 p.m. tonight because I think that's when they're showing it at San Diego Comic Con. Uh, then we also have the Boys spinoff, Gen V. We finally have a release date for that on September 29th. And personally, I've been excited for that. I think that Gen V is going to be just as raunchy and fun and uh, enjoyable as the Boys is, and I think that that's going to be pretty cool. Uh, I think that we also have. Oh, DC did announce that there are going to be two new animated movies. One of them being The Watchmen,
Oh
and
yeah.
I think that The Watchmen is going to be really exciting. And I don't know how they're going to do it because if I feel like if it's going to be, the DC animated, it's going to be pretty spot on with the one to
Yeah.
one
They
with the
always
human
have
adaptation.
bangers with DC
Uh,
animated.
but the problem that I see with it is I don't know how they're going to do the length of it because you got to remember, like when Zack Snyder did it, there's that 3 hour cut, that ultimate cut that has the Tales of the Black Freighter in it.
Hmm.
And since that goes so hand in hand with the story that's being told by Alan Moore, I think that it's really important that they have the Tales from the Black Freighter in it. I also think it's important to have a lot of the exposition. I don't think that they need a lot of the exposition like there is in the back of
Yeah.
each issue of Watchmen. Because if you read Watchmen in the comic book format, there's maybe 4 or 5 pages in the back of every book that's extra exposition as to what's been happening within this universe that Alan Moore created, uh, so that we know what's happening with like these this
Hmm.
group called the Minutemen who existed before the Watchmen, and there's a lot going on there. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it. Do you have any thoughts on
Definitely.
that, Will?
Uh, not. I don't. Not too familiar with the Watchmen series. But I am excited to see like some more DC animated, man. They always have like some really good bangers out there, man. Like uh I think that's an area where DC excels at the most, because we know they they failed in their movie career. So
Yeah, they were having difficulties with that.
yeah, yeah,
But but speaking of that, I think you'll be excited to hear that they've also announced Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths as an animated film as well.
oh,
So,
bro, yeah,
oh yeah, I think that it's going to be
I can't wait for that one. Man.
that's going to be really
Yeah,
exciting. I want to see what they're going to do. It's going to be really interesting, and I wonder if they're going to incorporate all the characters that they had back in 1985 that
right.
were part of the story. And I really would like to see them use obscure characters like they
Hmm.
did when they did Crisis. Because if you go through the issues of Crisis, there are characters that not everybody would know. You know,
True.
there's some Western characters like a Scalp Hunter that shows up, and then you have,
You
of
got
course,
me
the
on
Teen
that one.
Titans and everybody else in there. So like, there's so much that's a part of Crisis on Infinite Earths. You know.
Yeah.
And then,
Deontay just said he had lost internet connection. Uh, so yeah, I guess he's working on his internet issues, but yeah, like
oh yeah,
man, I'm kind of excited to see like what they do with the with all of that, and man, I would really love to see them like after the like go through each crisis, man.
oh
Uh,
yeah.
that'd be super cool, especially like Dark Crises and uh, what was the one with the Batman Who Laughs? I think that
Oh,
might.
you're talking about Dark Knight's Metal.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like to see them do something with that. I'm surprised that they haven't done anything with that yet.
right,
Uh,
man. Like they sitting on some money right there.
oh yeah, and then of course you have like Infinite Crisis and
Hmm.
Identity Crisis and Final Crisis. So there's
Yeah,
definitely like crises that are out there that they've just been sitting on. Like, it's a wonder that they've been sitting on them for so long. But I think with
right.
everything happening with DC moving forward, I think that this is something that they want. And but what I'm interested in is, are these going to tie into what we're going to see in the live action films and with the TV shows? And the reason that I say that is because with James Gunn's plan, he wanted everything to kind of be, tied together, whether
Yeah,
it was a show or if it was a cartoon or if it
mm,
was the movies itself. So I wonder if that Crisis on Infinite Earths might be a part of what's going to happen with the DCU as a whole. But I could be wrong. It could still be separate. I'm not sure if they said that it's
yeah.
going to be separate or not. But I think it'd be
That's
really interesting to see if that's going to mix into what's happening.
right. Like that. I'm not really too sure what's going on with DC, man. They a mess over there for real. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but I think yeah, man, they got potential. Like with all of this, they're sitting on some money, and like I think if they just hire the right producers and stuff, man, like they can they can get back in the running.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, man. Things just kind of messed, like screwed up and stuff. Like I don't know what's going on over there, man.
Oh man,
Like
I don't either, but I am getting excited for the Superman Legacy film. They've been
yeah,
making announcements on that. I do like that it's going to be a Superman that's already established, and I like
mhm,
that it's going to be in a world that already has superheroes established. So we don't have to
yeah,
go through origin stories and these retellings of all these different characters. I like that we've already got Hawk Girl cast, and I like that Mr. Terrific is cast, and I like that Metamorphose cast. I enjoy that they're already
well,
integrated
like
into the
cats.
story.
I mean, just for like everybody to like kind of get caught up on some of the cast. I know. Then they cast what was his name, Nathan Fillion.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's going to be Guy Gardner,
oh, okay.
which
I
I
mean, I
thought
can
was
see
an interesting choice. I thought that if anything, he would have been like Hal Jordan. I think that he has more of the look of what Hal Jordan would fit, like the physical look of what Hal Jordan. But they did say that he's going to have the bowl haircut, so we get to look forward to that.
Oh no, that's a bowl haircut. Man. Yep, can't wait for that.
I know, right?
Like, who all else did they cast?
I think that's all that we have so far. I think that it's just those, and then of course our Superman and Lois Lane have been cast. But outside of that, we haven't heard very much. DC's been kind of like quiet lately with personally I feel like they've been quiet lately with their announcements and what they have moving forward. Even at a Comic-Con, I like right now they've only made maybe two announcements that pertain to like the comics themselves. One of them being there's going to be these monster variants that they're going to do for an upcoming. I don't know if it's going to be an event, and I'm not sure if they have a partnership with IDW, because I know IDW has the rights to Godzilla, but they're going to do a bunch of covers with Godzilla and King Kong and all these MonsterVerse characters that we've been seeing on the big screen.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be super interesting, man. Like, so they really going in on the MonsterVerse, aren't they? Like,
oh yeah, and I think it's also to allude to the what James Gunn is calling this gods and monsters kind of thing that's happening,
Yeah.
So I think that it's the comics response to what's happening in Hollywood right now.
Didn't they have like a couple Godzilla issues where he went against some characters that are well known in the comic verse? I do know he battled against Zeus and all them, like, but I don't think it had anything to do with DC though. But
no, I think that now there are those Godzilla versus the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm.
Those are out there.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because I think that Power Rangers is also owned by IDW. I think that they have the licensing for it.
Yeah. Because of like what's I'm trying to think because Godzilla versus what's that one trying to think of the name for the mech suit that he went against.
Oh, the Mecha Godzilla?
No.
Or the
bro.
Or are you talking like the Ultraman knockoff?
Yep. The
Ultraman
thing. Yeah.
Because I don't think it was Ultraman, but I think it was like a knockoff of Ultraman. I think that's what it was.
I'm trying to think of the name. Man, I'm drawing a blank on the name. But yeah, like Godzilla did a bunch of crossovers with like different like universes or whatever, the Pacific Rim verse.
Right.
Like I think they're kind of part of the same universe, if I'm not mistaken. Like
all right. Like
I could be mistaken.
But man. But on the topic of IDW though, there was a huge announcement today about there being a sequel to The Last Ronin TMNT story. It's going to be called TMNT Last Ronin Re-Evolution, or I guess it's supposed to be Revolution. But all we've gotten so far is just the cover page, I think, of the first issue, and there are turtles in it, but I'm not sure if they're the turtles that we know, or if this is going to be a new generation of turtles. So it's kind of exciting to see what's going to happen with the story so far. I didn't read the Lost Years, but I did read the original one, and I thought it was brilliant the way that they ended the first one. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the second one.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool if they had like a new generation of turtles, or something like that. Uh, Instead of just like the ones that we know, like I think it'd be kind of cool for them to expand on that universe outside of like what the turtles got going on and stuff. Because I've always been curious on like all of the other mutant uh, like mutations out there, like the turtles. The was it like a rhino or something like that?
Oh, you mean like Bebop and Rocksteady
Yeah,
and
Bebop,
like
Rocksteady.
what was it? Baxter Stockman is another one. I think he turned into a
Mhm.
flight kind of guy. Uh, I would like to see them do. I want to see what's happening with like Krang. I don't think that we've
Yeah,
seen whatever happened to Krang whenever the stuff, because in the first book it's implied that Shredder's family is the one that goes in and like kills pretty
mhm.
much all the turtles and Splinter and all that. And then after that, I don't think they ever went into what happened with Krang, and I don't think they went into what happened with Bebop and Rocksteady. But then again,
Right.
like this is supposed to be the comic universe, and I'm not quite sure where Bebop and Rocksteady fit in that. I know that Baxter Stockman is a big part of the comic universe, but I'm not quite sure on Bebop and Rocksteady because they were more or less created for the television show back in the 80s.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see um, on that front. Uh,
Oh yeah, I would like Krang to be the villain. I think that would be really cool since Oroku Saki and his family are kind of like they're off of it because like at the end of Last Ronin we see what happens.
yeah,
So I just would like to see them focus on another villain that's
mhm.
not tied to Shredder. Like I mean, all the villains are
Yeah,
kind of tied together, but
expand a
not one
bit.
that is Shredder based.
Yeah, yeah,
But
like we know all the OGs and stuff like that, and they just kind of like every uh, animated series they come out with is just a retelling of the same story. I'm like, dude, like, does it go anywhere else outside of the sewers, the turtles, Shredder, and his crew? Like, what else is out there in their universe? Like,
right, and I get that Shredder's like he's their main adversary, but it's
yeah,
interesting to see that he has been their main adversary, considering in the first issue they kill him. Uh,
yeah,
so I'd like to see them like I think that Baxter Stockman would also be like a really cool
mhm,
character because he's building all these robotics and all these things that are uh detrimental to the turtles. So like I would enjoy them focusing on like Baxter Stockman or like I said Krang. I
yeah.
think Krang would be another one that would be really fun.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
100%.
but
I see we
also
got
on the video game front, I don't know if you saw this, but Mortal Kombat 1 also announced at San Diego Comic-Con
mm,
the DLC, the first fighter pack DLC.
oh,
And
I think I heard something about that.
we're getting Omni-Man from Invincible. We're
Yeah.
getting Peacemaker from Peacemaker, and we're getting Homelander from The Boys.
Oh man, that'd be. I would play. I would want to play with Homelander. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Most definitely, bro.
Oh, welcome back, D.
What's going on?
He's back from the dead.
It's a miracle, man. I was like, dude, this internet gonna be out for all night. Oh my god,
What happened?
we had such a beautiful intro and everything.
Right.
The internet
Yeah,
just said, you know what? Screw y'all, die.
yeah.
It's like, dang man, come on, cut me a break. Cut me a break.
Yeah,
Shoot.
man.
So I ain't missing anything too crazy, did I?
Nah,
Uh,
this is the
I really
first.
just went over the DC stuff and the of course the Last Ronin sequel that's happening.
Yeah,
We just got into the Mortal Kombat Fighter Pack DLC that's
talking
going to
about
have
the game
Man.
implement and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But I only have a few more talking points specifically on what Marvel has announced for San Diego Comic Con, and then I'm
Okay, yeah,
hopping off of here.
Yes, sir.
But right away, speaking of the Krakoan age, since I brought up the Fall of X earlier, uh, with the Fall of X, we're going to see something new emerge out of it. This is going to be the end of the Krakoan age, but it's not the end of the X-Men.
right.
Uh, they released a new like logo font kind of thing that says who are the new X-Men. And what I thought was really interesting about the font that they put it in, it was in that same kind of font that we see with Amazing X-Men and Astonishing X-Men back in the Age of Apocalypse time period. So if you look back at those comics and on the logo themselves, they match this new X-Men logo that's happening. So I wonder if we're going to go into a new Age of Apocalypse or if they're going to expand on the Age of Apocalypse world even more because we haven't been there in quite a while, and it still exists because that's where, of course, X-Man exists, the counterpart to Cable that was around during the Age of Apocalypse storyline. So we're going to see that happening with the new X-Men. We also have something to look forward to. We're finally going to get Nightcrawler's origin.
Yeah.
They're gonna release it in this book called X-Men Blue, or X-Men Origins Blue, and it clearly has something to do with Mystique, and we're gonna see what's going on with that. And I think that's gonna be really interesting, especially since for a long time, like with Nightcrawler, we haven't been quite sure as to where he comes from or who his parent lineage is or anything like that. And what I think is also exciting about it is that he's still in his uncanny X-Men suit or the uncanny Spider-Man suit. So he's still in like this Spider-Man suit. So I wonder if that's going to carry on moving forward with new X-Men, and I wonder if he's going to be tied more to the Spider-Man mythos since he's donned this new Spider-Man look to himself.
Yeah.
So I think that's really interesting happening with X-Men. And then speaking of Spider-Man, Marvel has been in this kind of flow for the last decade where they've been going back and titling their new title, like their new comics that are coming out. They're titling them after old stories that happened. So we saw that a lot with the X-Men stuff because you had like Marauders. Marauders showed up, and that's a
Yeah.
callback to the Fall of the Mutants storyline where you had this group called the Marauders come in and they were taking out and
Oh,
killing,
yeah.
mutants. But of course, in this one, it's a positive spin as opposed to
Yeah.
what it used to be. But we also saw it in Inferno, which was Hickman's last written thing that he did for the X-Men, and that is a direct callback to the Inferno event that happened with Madeline Pryor and Mr. Sinister back in the 80s. So we're seeing a lot of things being revamped, and what they're bringing back now with Spider-Man is they're going back and they're doing another story that was called Gang War. So we're going to see Spider-Man go through another gang war, and I wonder if it's going to
Yep.
involve the same kind of characters that it did before, because I think that Falcon was involved in the original, and I think that Daredevil was definitely involved in the original. So there's, I think it's going to be fun to look forward to, but we'll see how it goes because it's
Mhm.
kind of hit or miss whenever they go back and they try to revamp some of the stuff that they've done in the past.
Yeah.
Another Spider-Man note: Superior Spider-Man is back.
Yeah.
So somehow Doc Ock and Spider-Man are teaming up again. How he's gonna get his brain back into Peter Parker's body, I don't know, but it's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah.
but I believe that Mark Bagley is going to be on that Superior Spider-Man. So I think that he's jumping. He's either going to be continuing his Spider-Man story that he's been having with the Spider-Verse characters, and I think that he's also going to be doing Superior Spider-Man at the same time.
Yeah, Superior Spider-Man is going to be sick. At least I hope it will be. They have any
Yeah.
like dates, like tentative dates for any of these, or
We haven't gotten any dates yet, but the thing about this is that we're right on the heels of everything kind of ending for a lot of things happening in the comic book world. Like I said, X-Men is about to have the Fall of X, which should end about September. So I would say that all of this stuff we're going to be looking forward to into the fall and winter. So that's around the time period that you're going to be looking forward to all of these comic events happening. There are quite a bit of number ones that are also occurring in the next coming months. So Marvel and DC are kind of in like this was the year to kind of revamp a lot of stuff. So that's
yeah,
what they're in the process of doing. Because of course we're getting Daredevil number one in September. We're also getting like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be Flash number one coming back. So Marvel and DC definitely have a lot going on in these next coming months up until the end of the year. But I do know that it was also announced that Greg Capullo is making his
yeah,
return back to Marvel.
Mm,
And I think that he's only going to start with variants. I don't know if he's going to do any interior work, but I do know that they've announced for I believe it was either Wolverine 38, 39, somewhere in that range. He's going to be doing a variant, and it is very much so in that Capullo style that we all know.
yeah.
And
That nostalgic Wolverine art that he did too. The one that he just did with Wolverine looks really good.
oh yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what he's going to do. And with Capullo jumping over to Marvel, I wonder if we're going to see Scott Snyder jump over to Marvel as well, because they go hand in hand together. And I also wonder if with Greg Capullo jumping over to Marvel, if we're going to see more happen in the horror front with Marvel, because Greg Capullo is just brilliant at doing horror theme. He was amazing on Spawn. He
yeah,
did that beautiful New 52 run with Scott Snyder on Batman. And, I think that Capullo has a lot going for him moving forward with Marvel. And I want to see if we're going to see horror themes come back. And I think it'd be really interesting to do that.
that'll be fun.
yeah. We get to play around with a little bit more of like the demonology side of Marvel
Oh
now.
yeah,
That would be sick.
that would be nice.
Cause I didn't even know that they had their own Constantine until like recently too. And it's Damien or something like that.
Oh,
Oh, you mean Damon Hellstrom?
yeah,
Yeah, Damon
Yeah,
Hellstrom.
he's the
Yeah,
son of Satan. That's who it
yeah.
is. And then you have
yeah,
his sister Satana. And I think I feel like there's been talks of them coming around again, like Satana and Damon Hellstrom. I feel like I saw something recently that was specifically about Satana. So I wonder what we're going to see moving forward with all that.
yeah. I wouldn't mind like going in depth with like all the demonology for Marvel and
Mhm.
seeing what's going on that end, like supernatural horror. Just watching them fight and like dark storytelling with little and with Capullo's art, that's going to be crazy.
I think that it would be really cool if he jumped on Doctor Strange. I think that Greg Capullo on Doctor Strange would be. I think he would bring that kind of dark element that the Scott Snyder Batman run that he did. I think that he could definitely bring that to Doctor Strange, and I think that Doctor Strange would be a perfect character for him to really more like reality with and to
Mhm.
do weird things with. I think that that would be a perfect fit for him. Or if they would revitalize Man Thing.
Ooh, yeah, Man Thing and Ghost Rider were my like first two choices for like Capullo art.
Oh,
I could also rock with Hulk too.
oh, Hulk
The-
would be
Yeah,
awesome. Like
that'd
especially with them
be
returning back to that horror aspect now in the comics, because uh for a while there they were doing this cosmic kind of story, but now he's kind of back to Earth and he's back to doing that kind of stuff that we saw in Immortal Hulk. So it would be exciting to see Capullo do something with Hulk like that.
Yeah, it's like a realistic tale of what is it like to be around when he transforms. It goes on his rampage.
Oh yeah.
This is man, and then like having like a evil counterpart to him to fight and be in that area as well. That, oh man.
Oh man, it would be so cool, man.
But
But that should be all the topics that I think that I had for the Slush Head Collects. Uh, I think it was really cool to do this segment with you guys. I think that was really cool to talk about comics. Uh, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop off so that you guys can go ahead and talk about your anime, because I
yes,
know that
sir.
on the opposite end we got anime, so comics and
Yeah,
anime. I guess it's the paper day today.
it really is.
But all right,
And
guys, it was good being on again. It was good talking to y'all, and I'm
Yes,
gonna catch
sir.
y'all later. All right, peace out.
thanks for coming out,
All
brother.
right, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And that is it for Slush Head Collects. So we can go ahead and get into tonight's major topic, which is anime. I'm going to see if I can track down Kenpachi or see if Danny is around, and we might be able to get an extra voice up in here
Oh
because
yeah.
a lot has went down in anime recently.
Oh man. Shoot.
If
Especially
you,
July, August, man. Man.
oh yeah,
I'm telling
so if y'all ain't caught up on some of these newer anime, this now y'all chance to run.
you. Oh yeah.
Man,
Cause usually we'd be popping off like we
man,
tried to save or spare some of the anime only by moving it to Saturday night or late night.
yeah,
But man, some things no we can't
yeah.
avoid. Man. Like
Yeah.
it's in our DNA.
Y'all saw the posters, so you know we're gonna talk about that recent episode of JJK.
Oh
So
no.
you yeah, y'all know what time it is.
Uh,
It's like,
told you,
dude,
told you, bro.
they made him so clean in the anime.
Bro,
It's
I
like,
didn't think they were gonna
dang.
do him like that, man. Like I knew they was gonna make him a savage, but
He was
bro,
a straight up dog. He
and
was,
the, and the soundtrack behind it, bro, it's like, why y'all do that? Why y'all had to do that? Man?
why y'all make him like the world's coolest asshole? That's what y'all basically
We get
did.
it.
He was like, he's so much cooler than Gojo, and but we kind of feel wrong because he's destroying Gojo in front of us.
I I kind of don't. I enjoyed every bit of this dude get destroyed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed every bit of it. I was like, yeah.
He stabbed him one time for everybody. All the
That
people.
dude. Oh my, he dismantled him.
He was like, "Let me take your legs out.
He
Let me
made
take
sure
your.
to poke holes all in his like,
I'm
like you
gonna
ain't
get
gonna use
four
your
of them in
knees.
there before I leave. Gone."
Like a prison shank or something, man.
This dude was analyzing. Well, he probably had some years to study Gojo, but dang man, the way
Oh
he,
yeah, we gotta start from the beginning, man. Like we
God,
bro.
where do we even leave off? Because this,
Shoot, I guess the end of last episode.
yeah,
What transpired, man? Oh, girl got kidnapped.
yeah, Kuroi,
Yeah.
the maid lady.
Mm-hmm. And so once she's standing in like for Rico, like a double or something like that, is how she got.
They had another, what they call him,
Mhm.
sorcerer. They had a
Okay.
sorcerer that can shapeshift or something like that, and they was gonna replace old girl's body with like a body double,
Hmm.
and then Kuroi was gonna be like the bodyguard. Uh,
Yeah, like as she always do, so it wouldn't be suspicious, I guess.
man, she
But
she got
told you,
hands.
Oh, she
Toji.
do got hands. She do got hands. We could talk about that though. She like doubles as a bodyguard slash maid. Type.
She just gave a nigga some work the last episode too. I or no, she ended up hitting some dude
Oh,
in the balls.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this maid is no joke, guys. So you guys aren't caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen, head to Crunchyroll right now and put us on mute while you watch the latest couple episodes. It's not too far behind. This is like a 6 episode arc, and right now we just finished number 3 or 4, and then we should have about 2 or 3 left, and then we get into the Shibuya arc. And anybody that reads JJK manga already know what time it is because Shibuya arc is insane, and Mappa Studios is already on a hot streak so far. Uh, we're currently in the hidden inventory arc, and it's really good. It's really good. Like JJK is pretty much Studio Ghibli for adults. The animation is sick. The background music that they got playing, and then like the opening theme
My fault.
and the ending theme.
Yeah,
So, man,
and the mid slaughter thing. But
the what?
we gonna talk about that. The mid slaughter thing. Like, but where we left off talking about
It was
what
like,
happened on the last episode of the Union leading into this one.
yeah, because they had like a whole bunch of like these first couples episodes was just covering the fact that Toji put a bounty on Rico's head, and then a
Mhm.
whole bunch of sorcerers started coming to try to get the bounty. But her 2 bodyguards, of course, Geto and Gojo, wasn't gonna let that slide.
Oh
So
yeah, man. She had the best bodyguards in the world, and somehow this dude told you was like, oh okay,
oh,
bet.
him?
Oh him,
That's your
dude.
bodyguard?
Let me tell you how petty Toji was. This dude remembered Gojo all the way from back when he was a child. He's like, oh, you sense my presence? Bet. You
I was like,
you want to play these games, huh?
oh,
I got you, you little bastard. I
oh,
got you.
oh, you think you sharp? You think you sharp? Just wait. I'm gonna give you about
He
20
dropped.
years.
He held that grudge for about 20.
I'm gonna
He's
be
like,
back for you. You, I'm, you gonna get yours. You think? Oh, you think you slick? Oh,
you think you slick, huh?
okay. Oh,
With them beautiful eyes of yours, you think you slick, huh?
hey,
Nobody give a-
you know my motto. I actually got a tattoo on my back that says "fuck them kids." So I should just kill you right there. I just kill you right there on the spot.
JJK is the king of not giving a fuck about kids or giving you the hands.
It's like, dang, how many innocent people gotta get bodied on this show?
As many as it takes.
And it's like, oh my god.
JJK don't care. Like we savages over here. We man them kids.
He was like, yeah, Gojo gotta go. This dude put a whole blade in his neck. Like,
And dude did it so methodically too. After he found out Gojo had like he's like, how this dude able to sense my presence and I don't got no curse energy.
he's like, you know what? I don't like
I'm
this
gonna
nigga
make
no
it
more.
my mission to kill you.
It is imperative that I take this nigga out. I don't care how
I
low
don't
he
care how
is.
long it takes. I'm gonna pick him up.
That is the world's longest beef.
Hey, this dude's so petty, bro.
So I don't like this little nigga.
Like he's the one dude you don't want beef with because he will remember it.
He study you to the bone and then show up and take you out. Like, this nigga crazy enough to try to one shot Gojo. And he believed he could do it too.
He had him. From what it looks like, he
Ran a
he
whole
got him.
sword through his dude rib cage.
The very second this dude let his guard down, the very second, like he was like, I don't care if it takes 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. I'm gonna wait. I'm
I've
gonna
been
wait.
waiting 45 minutes and 38 seconds and 26 million milliseconds just to get this nigga. I want him.
Yeah.
I don't like that little nigga at all. Like, bro,
Every
what did he do to
picture
you?
Gojo took, you see this dude lurking in the background, like just peeking from behind bushes. Like, has he let it down yet? He let his guard down yet? Oh, okay, I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait.
You ain't got to pay me to take this dude out. It's personal.
Oh no, it's he
I'll do it.
made it.
I'll kill this
The,
nigga for free.
the second Gojo laid eyes on him, he made it personal. He was like, okay.
You looking at me, nigga?
I know you ain't looking at me.
You want some of this? Oh,
Better
bet.
avert thine eyes.
It's like that dude in the TikTok meme where he's in the courtroom. It says everybody he looks at, he killed, or something. That he looked at a cop and the cop was like,
That's Toji, bro.
that is Toji to the max. He catch you looking, it's over with.
He was like, and then Gojo had the nerve, the galls to be like, I know you know who I am. He was like, oh, I barely remember dude's name. I don't know what you like. I know you, but I don't know your name, bro. Like, don't get too full of yourself.
Man, not
You ain't
Gojo
that
was like,
important
I'm
for
a
me to
solo this
remember.
dude. No, you not.
Oh heck no.
Gojo like, I got him. Y'all take care of the girl. This dude's all me.
He knew Gojo's every move too. He was like, I'm gonna make him think I'm going for the girl. As soon as he let his guard down, prison shank.
He went straight for the body. I was like, dang, dude.
And the way he gutted him like a fish from top to bottom.
Like, bro, he treated him like a whole salmon or something. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? And like, I mean, he turned 30. What else am I supposed to do? I was like, I gotta kill him. Hey, happy birthday, little dead nigga.
Anybody else want to look at me?
No, I'm good. My eyes just my eyes on fire.
I'm Stevie Wonder over here.
I just went blind the last 5 minutes. I diagnosed myself.
Somebody call 911 for what, man? I ain't seen nothing.
It's like, you know what? I'm about to just leave this crime scene and pretend like nothing just went down in front of me.
Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. You don't know me. You don't know my name. I'm gonna lay here and die for you.
And Toji looking at you like, oh, he wasn't looking at me, was he? I thought I saw I thought I saw an eyeball in my direction.
What
just
eyeball?
One of them. I could have sworn just for 1 minute.
What eyeball? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You was looking at me?
I've been blind for 20 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can send Toji to do any job. You hire Toji as an assassin.
They'll be like, well, you know what, Toji, this is taking too long. We're going to take the battle. No. Just wait. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him.
All you got to do is give me one look. It's on.
Toji, it's been 30 years already. I'm going to get him. Don't worry. I'm going to get him.
I've been waiting patiently for him to let his guard down. You know what I'm saying? I studied
every
him.
Step you take, every move you make.
I'll be watching you, little nigga. Like, told you, bro. You might need to seek professional help.
I think, yeah, man, this dude beyond help.
It's like a 20, 30-year grudge that you just took out on this
Like,
kid.
and for what, man? I don't even know what pushed him to be that petty.
And it's like this dude, he's probably not even like an evil person. He no regard for life, and he was like, if I don't like you, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yep.
you taking up my breathing room.
To it. When I saw your pupil, it was on.
The way and it's the way Gojo looked at him that probably pissed him off. He was like, "You got the nerve to look at me like I ain't man." Okay, bet.
Man, he told you look about as crazy as he is.
I bet he planned Megumi's birth just to get close to Gojo.
That's a fact. That's crazy that this dude is even Megumin's dad. It's like, dang, dude.
This dude said, I'm gonna let him.
Oh,
He gonna
oh,
let
you.
his guard down. I'm gonna make him let his guard down.
I'm gonna wait patiently for this because I had beef with this nigga since he was like 4. I didn't like him. I seen him with his parents and he was looking at me. I could have sworn he called me a bitch. Y'all heard that too?
His eyes just spoke the words. The way he looked at me just called me a bitch.
This dude can't even speak adult English yet, and he's already calling me a bitch. I just couldn't take it no more. I hate him.
And back then the laws were strict. I couldn't give him the hands on the spot.
It's just
I can
like,
give
you
him
know
the
what?
hands now.
I'd waited 30 plus years just to get this dude. Well, technically, maybe I kind of reached a little bit. He was about 19 when I stabbed him in his neck, but it's don't.
That was a little excessive. Then I stabbed him in his head as he was going down.
Yeah. And supposedly the girl that they were babysitting, I shot her right in the skull too, but
Oh my god!
that was nothing personal. I got hired for a job,
Look,
and her head was in the
they
way,
paid
so
me to do that. Taking out Gojo was my pleasure. Okay, but I
dude,
was hired to do a job, and that was to take her out. Gojo was just a bonus.
yeah, I never liked him.
I never liked him.
It's like it was on as soon as I seen him as a kid. I was just like, oh, what's his name again? Gojo. All right, I'm gonna remember that.
I mean,
I got your number.
I might forget your name, but I ain't gonna forget them eyes.
Told you one of the craziest characters in Jujutsu Kaisen easily.
Dude ruined a beautiful moment with Rico coming to the realization like, I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do what they tell me. I can be free. Bah! You're gonna be free to rest in peace.
Yeah, she on the ground now. She free from standing up.
I relieve you of that duty.
I was like, dang. Gojo just like, or not Gojo, Geto was just like, you know what? I don't like you either. It's like these dudes about to, they fight finna be crazy next episode. Oh my god. Geto brought out his best curses too, like straight from the jump.
Oh yeah, he brought out the hitters.
It's like, what was the name of the? It's named after like a legend, like the one that looked like a female doll.
Oh yeah, and it's an actual named after an actual Japanese like horror story.
Was it like Amaterasu? No. It had the same name as a Naruto character too, and it's just like it's gonna bother me forever.
Yeah, man, it's like at the tip of my tongue.
He used it in Jujutsu Kaisen movie, and
I almost had it.
I can't remember the name of that dragon either. That dragon is from like a legend too. It's like, dude, this new episode was off the chain, man. If y'all ain't caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen, y'all gotta get there ASAP. It's that. Oh man, this is literally like Studio Ghibli on crack. Nobody told the director to make the animation this good. He had the nerve, the nerve.
Uzum, I know the technique was the Uzumaki.
Was it?
What's the name of it?
So there's Amaterasu, and then there's one more. There's like a counterpart in like Japanese mythology. It's like, dude,
Dang it.
where's Ben Stewart? We need a fact checker because
I'm looking.
it's like there should be like a wiki page about all his different curses, the one he uses specifically.
Okay, yeah, that's what I gotta look up the name of Ghetto. Oh,
Yeah, but shout out to Black Mac. Yeah, Black Mac's in the comment section, y'all. So we got both the OGs from that Feeling Podcast Network is in the building. So if you guys
what's good, Mac?
you guys like Smoke Pit, you'll definitely like No Gimmicks podcast. And him and Frank D, they've got through doing some interviews with some wrestlers over there. You can get to meet DL Hartley, and I can't remember. I off the top of the head, I can't remember the second interview, but they all on YouTube channel right now under the DFPN, and these are interviews with guys that haven't blown up just yet, so you can catch them before they blow up, which is like the literal title of the video. Let's see.
One of the curses says name something Kuchisaki. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Kuchisaki.
I don't want to say that word too many times.
I don't know why my mind went immediately evil when you said that.
The gutter.
Straight to the gutter.
Straight to the gutter.
The center level stuff, man.
Mine went straight to the gulag.
that joke stood no chance. I was like, oh, Kuchisaki. Okay. That sounds like something you can enjoy at a restaurant in Tokyo or in other places.
Red light district.
Oh yeah. Had large order of Kuchisaki.
Oh no.
Yep, no. I'm about to get canceled tonight. Yep. We ain't even made it to the other anime yet, and I got canceled. It's like, dang, man, you gonna let me finish the show?
Right. This was supposed to be like just a rated PG-13 stream. We just chilling talking about anime.
And as soon as Kuchisaki got
we couldn't even wait for late nights, and our minds immediately went to the gutter.
Oh man. Oh, Willie was asking if you on season 1 of Diablo.
Bro, I gotta get to the house and hop on that. I do.
Yeah, it's been a minute since y'all did a.
Hop on it. What's it?
It's been like a hot minute since y'all did like a Diablo stream.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a little bit.
Man, dude, I'm ready for Spider-Man 2, but I'm gonna save that for another combo.
You need to hop on this Diablo with us when you get your TV.
They got Diablo for PS5, don't they?
Yeah, PS5, PC, Xbox.
Bet.
But man, like, what was we talking about? We got off topic.
Ghetto's curses that he his two strongest ones actually.
Man, they said the name of them. I know they did, but I'm not even gonna. We ain't gonna stick on that one for too long because it's hurting my head.
Man, and we about two episodes away from the Shibuya arc. It's going down.
Oh, when it officially kicks off, yes, sir. And people think this is something, man. This ain't even a tip of the iceberg. Oh my god.
And some of the comments on Crunchyroll, like the manga readers were just like, bro, y'all think like Rico's death is bad. Just wait.
Ooh. Yeah, I seen some people cheering up on that one, bro. I seen some people bawling on that one. I was like, oh no, save your tears. Save your tears.
And somebody said, like, bro, I was not planning on getting PTSD today while watching the anime. It's
Yeah.
like, that episode was rough.
JJK full of PTSD, man. I'm telling you.
And it's like, bro, you can't get too attached to anybody on this show. You're gonna
The
learn your
first
lesson.
season was a softball. They just like they was like, oh, we're gonna throw y'all a softball. But after the first season,
it all went downhill.
Bro.
It was like, dang, too. And like Gojo was starting to lighten up too, and he just get popped in the neck. Well, dang.
Oh my god.
So much for his character development. Told you, like, no, fuck all that.
He said, yo, Infinity.
I don't like that nigga.
He said, yo, Infinity.
Oh, you think I ain't fast enough?
Oh, that dude was blitzing Gojo.
Oh my god. And he pulled out that jamming technique. I was like, dude, he is a problem.
Yeah, bro.
He's like a master strategist.
Like now people see Megumi's capabilities if he just like let go and just be a savage like his dad.
His dad is a monster, bro. It's like episode 2, this nigga couldn't even finish a conversation on like, who's my son? I don't know who that nigga is.
I don't know.
So apparently Toji just doesn't like kids, period.
Apparently, man, that dude said it. How's Megumi? Who's that? I don't know who that is.
He said his government name too, and both of their government names is the same. And he's just like, I don't know who that little nigga is. Who you talking about?
Who you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Well, that's supposed to be my son or something. I didn't know.
Until he can dismantle Gojo like I did, I don't claim him.
And you know what? He looked at me the wrong way too, so I'm gonna
No, not the son. Like I got something for him too.
I told that nigga not to look at me. He said "Goo Gaga," and then I took it personal, bro.
That dude gonna use that cursed Werner spirit and pull a belt out that dude's mouth. Like, I got a cursed tool for you. Come here, boy.
He's like, I tried to take him out already. As soon as he came out the womb, I took him from the doctor's hand and chunked him out the window, but he didn't go. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh my god. They thought the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck on accident.
Like, no, I tried to tighten that a little bit.
Bro.
This is not my son. This is not my son. Like, bro.
As soon as Megumi came out and started crying, he was like, "Did he just say something to me? What did you say?"
It sounded like he caught an attitude. Y'all hear that too? Bro, get this nigga away from kids. He gonna beef with the whole daycare, bro.
No, Doc, that ain't how you clean them up. Here, take this umbilical cord, wrap it around his neck. I'm gonna show you how to clean them up.
Tighten that thing up real quick. If he's not breathing, you doing it right. Bro, when I tell y'all, I told you it's a menace, bro. What can I say, man? I do the same thing to adults, but it's just something very disrespectful when a kid do it. I don't know, man.
Ever since Gojo, he just had a problem with kids. I'm like, I don't like their attitudes, man. They think they above me.
He took one look at me and thought I was a hoe, and I just wasn't having it.
Not today.
It's me.
You
looking at me?
And the way he looked at him back was like, I'm gonna catch you slipping. I'm gonna catch you slipping.
That is the worst excuse to go after somebody all the time, and he didn't care.
He was like, well, I don't care who you are. You need to have respect. I don't care if you're a day old, a second old. I'm gonna need you to show me a little bit of respect. You better not come out there whining.
I tell you one thing, because you look at me crazy, I'm gonna look at you crazy, and I'm gonna wait 20 years, and I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you in the leg.
A couple times.
Like, why he stabbing
me? You remember that time you gave me attitude? No, sir. You don't remember that time you looked at me wrong? No, sir. You looking at me wrong right now.
Man, he split Gojo open like a dang gone. He split him like a tamale or something. I was like, bro, what? Like when you cut a burrito in half.
Fish. Here, this is how you clean a fish.
Oh, this is the strongest jujutsu sorcerer in your campus right now? In the world?
Oh, word? Y'all weak as...
Man, I have better expectations for y'all. Y'all suck.
That dude didn't even try to fight Geto. He was like, oh, you can go now, man. You can go. You ain't looking me wrong. I respect you.
It was like you was a cool kid. You always looked away from me and didn't catch the attitude. So
you catch an attitude with me now? What's that?
Did you just call me a nigga?
God dang straight I am.
All right, you ain't leaving no more. To change your plans. We got to talk.
Like, but what did Rico do to you?
I mean,
she took life for granted. No, she didn't. Well, she didn't appreciate life, so I took it.
I mean, 14, so she was just right there at the cutoff. If she would have been 13, I would have just been like, bow, bow, bow. Yeah, but 15, I would have had to leave her alone. And it's like, dang, man,
that was mercy right there.
That
was mercy.
I stabbed the other nigga in the leg 4 times. So
you should have seen what I did to your homeboy.
Oh, that's your best friend. Oh, okay.
Oh, it makes sense now.
I'm gonna stab you a couple times too. Told you the worst person to go to prison with.
I ain't being this dude's cellmate. I don't want to be his cellmate.
It's like, hey, I could have sworn that light was bouncing off your eye in my direction.
Hey, bro, this dude had a whole fandom of females until this episode. I heard a lot of them was like, "Oh, did I say he was hot? I mean, I can't stand him now." I'm like, no, y'all like toxicity. He perfect.
Man, he was wilding before Toad even killed him. I was like, dang, this dude ego out of control. He tightened up a little bit when he became Yuji Sensei, but dang, bro. He was wild when he was young.
That dude learned from his mistake. He was like, I don't ever. That dude suffering from PTSD to this day. He's like, I don't ever want to take an ass whooping like that again. I don't ever want to experience that again.
Man, he waited till I let my guard down and he just dragged me like a freaking suitcase at the airport.
Gojo act like how somebody that just got heartbroken act. I'm never letting my guard down anymore.
It's like, man, if I got to get it one night's rest and play a lot of video games to get my juice up, I gotta do it.
Got
Told you ain't getting me like that again.
bro, he was. Never mind. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna wait till like that episode drop. But man, Gojo lucky he didn't cross paths with him the second time.
Oh man,
Gojo so lucky.
I was like, he was probably just like warming up too.
He was about to be on site the second time.
It's just like, man, because people just be watching this show and they'd be like, okay, maybe Ghetto has a better chance against him. About
Sorry to say, if Gojo, then what made you? Nothing.
I gave Ghetto E for effort.
Rated E for everyone. That's what Toji's gun is rated. That dude said, "What the f- is a curse technique?" Pop. This is how we do it. From where I'm from.
I didn't like her either. She wore the wrong color today. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she was on the wrong side of the school.
Nigga just blew her brains out. I was like, what? You don't see stuff like that.
I think Gojo pissed him off when he started using all them fancy techniques, the blue lapse blue and stuff. He was like, man, back in my day, we didn't have curse techniques. We just had a good old fashioned shank and a pistol.
Yeah, that nigga really just sat there and like he was off somewhere hiding, like waiting in the cut for Gojo to let his guard down one more time. He was like, Gojo's like, I better go rescue the girl. It's like, bingo, got you, nigga.
You could tell this dude was from the hood in Tokyo.
He was already on the dude. I was like, good God.
They was like, you want us to teach you some curse techniques? Nah, just hand me a shank and a pistol. I'm good.
I was like, dang, man, I can't wait till they dive in a little bit more into like the heavenly packs.
Yeah. They mentioned it once, but they didn't go too much in depth with it.
Yeah, that dude's got like he's got godlike abilities.
Them heavily restrictions, man, is like the answer to curse techniques.
Yeah, it's kind of like the hockey, like One Piece's hockey system.
Yeah,
it's like, dang, dude, it's like Gojo like the king of devil fruits, and Toji's just like, I'm Shanks, punk. I'm gonna really shank you though.
Oh my God. I put the shank in Shanks.
He stabbed him in the chest 3 times too, and he made that third one go down. It was like, it's stuck. Hold on, come on,
Hey,
get in there.
Oh, hold on. It ain't cutting all the way through.
I'm gonna add a little weight to it. If you go to the ground,
God, that was brutal.
I was like, bro, you probably took him out after you cut his throat. Like, why are you still stabbing him?
He wanted to make sure this dude was well done.
He was like, no, he ain't coming back. This nigga ain't coming back.
That's overcooked.
Oh, you know what? I got a little carried away. I just didn't like. I just
had to make sure I poked holes in to get a little flavor up in there.
Mm-hmm. Man, this next week need to hurry up so I can see this episode.
Hey, bro, we should just make this a thing throughout the whole Shibuya arc. Just roasted people.
It's like Toji finna be a running gag for SNN. That's.
And we ain't done yet.
There's
some more characters we about to roast up in here.
And this dude's just as crazy as Toji running around in this series.
Right.
It's like it's more of him.
The Toji like the second worst one running around. I think Sukuna is probably worse than him though. Only because of how petty he was during this arc.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not even. He ain't
Sakuna, a
stopped at
whole
one.
fool. He did what?
I said he ain't stop at one victim. And then he made Yuji remember. He was like, "You thought you was gonna forget? I'm about to make you remember.
It took. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this.
That's you.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Now, that's all you, player. That's you, big boy.
It's your body, ain't it?
I made you do that. You remember that?
The blood's on your hand, not mine.
I think something wrong with all these characters because they definitely got some nigga in their system.
I think something wrong with Gay. This dude just has a personal vendetta against like protagonists in this story. He's like, I don't understand them. He was like, man, I'm gonna show y'all some villains.
Mm-hmm.
These some villains.
He
They
got
don't need
ones.
a reason.
Mm-mm. He got some gray area villains. He got some dudes that straight up villain.
Yeah.
And it's like we can't even tell you what Toji is. He's just a fool.
This dude just ignorant for no reason.
He's like, wait, you want me to assassinate a girl? All right, cool. Who are bodyguard? Oh, Gojo. Oh, okay, bad. I got him.
Yes.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
That's that little nigga that looked at me wrong.
He gave me a little side eye, and I was just like, all right, bro. 20 years, all right. I take that personally.
His first birthday party, he was the clown. Second birthday party, he was the magician. He was there for his graduation. He was waiting.
He's gonna give his eulogy at the funeral too.
He's gonna be like, yeah, I knew him well. It was tragic what happened to him. I heard like whoever shanked him up did a good job.
I mean,
So,
I'm not supposed to say that in here, huh?
I mean, did a bad job.
Terrible job.
Terrible. It was terrible what happened to him.
And shout out to Blake Hickman over at Comically Inclined. That's my brother.
Yo, what's good, Blake? Much love, man.
Yes, sir. We just got through seeing Oppenheimer on Friday. It was a crazy movie.
Bro, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds crazy.
It's like all a true story too. It's based on like the quantum physicist that's responsible for the nuclear bomb.
Making a nuclear,
yeah.
Is he the reason? Never mind. We ain't gonna get into that one. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We might have to save that for late night.
Yeah, late nights. That's gonna be a good one. The Sci-Fi Sunday too.
Oh yeah, bro.
They have
all these alien sightings and stuff.
Yeah. The whole cast of Oppenheimer was crazy. You seen dudes from like some of my favorite TV shows.
Peaky Blinder.
Yeah.
Old dude name.
The one dude that's like he's like kind of like Alfred Pennyworth for Black Lightning. I can't remember his name, but he's the old white dude from Black Lightning. He was in there.
Oh. Talking about the light skinned dude or oh no, you said the Alfred Pennyworth dude.
Yeah, he made all the like black Jefferson Pierce's suits. I can't.
My internet is cracking up.
Yeah, Spectrum being trash today. What is going on, Spectrum? Get your life together. You just kicked me out the show.
What the heck?
Oh, Jessica's in the building. Yes, the movie is definitely worth going to see, and we are definitely going to go see Barbie. It's like I folded. I got to go see Barbie. Blake watched 2.5.
Yeah, I think you breaking up.
Me?
Yeah, either your internet or
Oh,
mine.
yeah, your audio sounds pretty clean on my end. Yeah, it's like me, Jess, and Blake. We all took turns passing out in Oppenheimer. It was still a good movie. Uh-oh. Solo show. First my internet went out, then his went out. It's lit. It's all the way lit. Who? Let's see. I don't want to spoil it too much. Yes, we are definitely going as Ken. I got a whole bunch of sunscreen and some baby oil, and then I'm just gonna like do the whole body up. I'm probably gonna go and get my hair dyed blonde just for Ken, and we're gonna roll deep. I watched all 2.9 hours that it was. Yeah, it was. And everybody, like, if one spoiler that you might need, you get to see Florence Puh. Nike. Don't tell anybody I told you that. That you're welcome. You're welcome. So as we wait for Emperor Will to hop back in the studio, uh Barbie, we will be reviewing that on Monday with Jacob's Film Perspectives at 6:30 p.m. Central. You guys are more than welcome to tag in if you are not afraid of spoilers. We'll also cover Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I have not seen any of the Mission Impossible movies, and I don't think there's any way I'm going to catch up before, but I'm probably I want to make an attempt to go see Barbie tomorrow if I can, and then just go again Tuesday as Ken anyway. So I'll figure that one out as I go. Will's internet just cut out. It's some southeast Missouri stuff going on. I don't know. It's apocalypse going on outside, and then Spectrum screwing around. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody that's just now tuning in. A lot of stuff going on in anime right now. Tommy took off earlier, but he did like the wrap up for Slush Head Collects. So everything in comic books you needed to know coming up. He covered that. So if you go to YouTube and see like the first half of our show, like the first 45 minutes, you it should be able to get brought up to speed on everything he talked about. Let's see. But we ain't gonna keep you guys for too much longer. The internet's been going in and out for almost all of us, and I'm watching Mushoku Tensei after this, and I think there's a new episode of Bleach as well that just came out for 1,000 Year Blood War arc. So I'm probably like one behind for all of these guys. And is there anything else I'm watching? Oh, so if you haven't seen it already, I'll probably share it to the group unless Kenpachi beat me to it or one of the boys. The official One Piece trailer is out. It's on the Netflix Facebook page, Netflix Geeked. Then it's a couple other sites you can find it on too, and it looks great. So One Piece fans, rejoice. So far, so good. The trailer doesn't look like complete booty hole. That's what we want. We want an anime adaptation that doesn't look like booty hole. And also July 27th, One Piece Stampede, One Piece Gold, and One Piece Film Red is coming to Crunchyroll. So I've been searching for that all three of those movies for years and not being able to find them in Japanese sub until now. So they'll be on Crunchyroll in every language you want them to be in, and you can watch them from there. And unless you're like Himpachi and you want to, I heard you're a pirate, and you got them pirate sites. but you didn't hear that from me. And I'm gonna watch Stampede as soon as it drops. Stampede and Film Red, because I miss both of them. Also for One Piece, they dropped a teaser for Gear 5. So you guys are familiar with the One Piece manga. We got till August 6th until the internet is destroyed. Be prepared for that. And you'll see Luffy and his final transformation in his fight against the Emperor of the Sea, his Kaido. And that is the transformation he needs to beat him, and he becomes an emperor too. But let's see, we had 135. So I'll probably just end the show about an hour and 40 flat. As far as announcements goes, so the two new segments, in case you guys are just now tuning in, Slushhead Collects is going to be the first segment of our show from here on out. That'll be with Thomas, and then, or AKA Slushhead Tommy, and SNN News, which is going to be Cameron Rhodes. So we got a lot to look forward to that. And then episode 8 is going to be August 19th. It may be 6:30, it may be 8:30. It just depends on what my situation is. This is my last podcast from Jackson, because I'm moving to Cape Girardeau, in case anybody hadn't got the memo yet. So we'll see how that goes. I got to get furniture moved and my internet established at my new place. And then if y'all looking for me, I will be even closer to campus. And actually, I'll be down the street from my favorite comic book shop, so that's going to be fun. And I got access to Burritoville and everything, so I'm excited. And the next announcement is SNN Late Nights. So we're looking at July 29th at 9:30 p.m. Central. Will is going to go live. I'm not sure if he's got special guests just yet. His interview with Panda and Nazo canceled the other week, so we're looking to reschedule that one. So we may just have like a basic freestyle episode that Saturday at 9:30. So y'all can tune in for that if y'all want. Oh, and episode 8, August 19th, 6:30 p.m. or whatever. And then episode 9, we're still figuring out the kinks for that. It's going to be sometime early September, I think. And then as far as conventions goes, Comically Inclined has Fan Expo. That is the weekend of August 10th through the 13th. So we will be in Chicago. You'll be able to see us do a live panel there. This is me, Danny, Blake, and then whoever else pops up on us while we're at the convention. And speaking of conventions, Cape Comic Con. So that is September 29th through October 1st. And you guys can stop by and meet Marvel's Colossus, live action Colossus, Stefan Capiche. And he plays Colossus in Deadpool. He's also been in Better Call Saul and in other roles. And there is Ross Morkan, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's also coming to our convention. He's playing Red Skull in the Avengers movies, and he also did voice acting for Ultron in the Marvel's What If series. So if you know who Colossus is and you know who Red Skull is, this is your chance to meet him. Come down to Cape Girardeau. It'll be at the Jury Conference Center from September 29th to October 1st. You'll see Saturday Night Nerds doing a live panel, and you'll also see Comically Inclined doing a live panel as well. And you guys get to meet all of us in person, and then you get to see Colossus and Red Skull too. So, but other than that, wait, let me see what Will got in the chat. Gaming stream about to pop off now. Yeah, that's another one of the announcements I wanted to mention. So Saturday Night Nerds is not only a proud owner of a Twitch affiliate. Yeah, we're not partnership just yet, but we do have like a partnership with Dubby Energy. So our next couple of streams, you'll be seeing some advertisements from us on Dubby Energy, trying to get the word out. And then if you guys can support that, we greatly appreciate that. So Dubby Energy is going to be our sponsor. We're going to try to incorporate it in all of our content that we make. And then we'll be on the lookout for Saturday Night Nerds new Kick account. Me and Will be like rotating back and forth between Twitch and Kick, doing all of our gaming streams starting in August. So I'm very excited about that. I will be returning to the PlayStation 5 world, and I'll be ready for all the smoke. My next purchase will probably be Spider-Man 2, but when that Mortal Kombat comes out, you want a problem? You can come get these hands. You can come get these hands. That I'm always down to act a fool in Mortal Kombat, and I might play a little Call of Duty too. Because shout out to Raiden Hayes Jr. or excuse me, Raiden Hayes J Gaming. That is my buddy Trent, and I'm probably going to join him for some Call of Duty fun in the next couple of months. And Will, did I have anything else? Because we covered Dubby, late nights, and Twitch, and all the conventions and stuff. All the future episodes. If you weren't here earlier, Jacob's Film Perspective is on episode 4. That goes live this Monday at July 24th. And that's at 6:30 p.m. We'll be covering Oppenheimer, Barbie, and Mission Impossible. And then that should be it for the rest of July. August is going to be a very busy month. It's a lot of new content coming for Saturday Night Nerds. We might try to rebrand a little bit, so be on the lookout for that. And then I'm probably going to pick up Diablo 4 too, so I can join Will and Willie on some Diablo. And potentially we have a partnership with Gamers Up. Not guaranteed just yet, but we got like a couple emails from them that we got to catch up on. So we got a lot of advertisement to do. So we may split them up. Like we'll probably advertise for Gamers Up, and I'll probably do Dubby. But then also, yeah, we do have SNN Reddit page. So I think it's under Emperor Will. So it's Emperor Will's Reddit page, but he's posting on behalf of Saturday Night Nerds. So y'all go and check that out. He's probably advertisement for all the products and partnerships that we have, talking about like the next episodes coming, and probably some more goodies that's coming. But other than that's all I got. Let's see. I'm just making sure. Will, you got anything else for the fans? Man, I gotta forgive me for that dead silence. This is my first time having to end the show solo, but that can't be helped. Something about Southeast Missouri and that internet connection. It's been bad all week for just about all of us. We'll have a SNN official page, Reddit page too. But yeah, follow him at the Real Emperor Will on Reddit. That is the Real Emperor Will. And then stay tuned to our IG page to see some more upcoming announcements. And then again, tune in Wednesdays at 7 if you want to watch Comically Inclined and see me, Danny, Blake, and some more hooligans cut up on the show. Oh, what's up, Ben? Ben Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, the human relations specialist and fact checker extraordinaire of Comically Inclined. You will get to see him in August 10 for Fan Expo Chicago, hopefully, and do some hot pot. We finally get to meet the fact checker in person, so that's gonna be epic. Yeah, I do need to work on a new playlist. So a little teaser. So speaking of music, SNN is about time for a new theme song, but I can't tell y'all who the producer is just yet. But be excited because we're leveling up. Dude, I'm looking forward to some hot pot. And honestly, if we don't do hot pot, there's always ramen. Ramen's like my go-to choice whenever I'm in a big city because I gotta find that local ramen restaurant and I gotta tear something up. You gotta get the real deal, Ichiraku ramen. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all up any longer. That we'll probably go in depth a little bit more about anime in a upcoming stream, like maybe a bonus stream or something. We do have an event coming for One Piece, the Gear 5 episode in August before we leave. So that'll be our chance to cover more anime again that's going on this summer. A Solo Leveling. Oh, I think that's coming out in 2024. So we should be good on Solo for a little bit. But y'all need to check the manhwa out. So get on your Google searches and type in Solo Leveling, and then see if you can find the manhwa online and read that bad boy, because that is worth every moment of your time. So on that note, thank you for everybody for tuning in and coming out. Hopefully for episode 8 we'll be able to have like a whole full crew on deck with good internet service. So I appreciate y'all, and y'all stay nerdy and stay blessed.